Hi, I'm Todd Kelly from Kelly Racing. While there's some fairly challenging times ahead, but the one thing that we're good for is a challenge. It was quite surreal at the GP in Melbourne last weekend. As we got to the track, they wouldn't let the crowd in as they assessed the situation and made their decision. So I got our entire team together and suggested that if anyone wasn't comfortable being put in that position and remaining at the track, that they could leave immediately and we'd get through the qualifying session and the races with whatever people we had left. I didn't really know what to expect from the team from that, whether we'd have the whole team remain or only myself left there and the drivers. But as it turned out, not a single person put their hand up wanting to leave. We only really needed to be there in the end for that day to pack the truck up, as not soon after that the event got cancelled. So from that point on, with our business, not really understanding the exposure that we had at the GP and the flow-on effect from that, I instantly shut the team down for 7 days. So the truck pulled up here Friday afternoon into the truck bay, and it's sat there ever since, and the workshop has been completely empty. Since that point, we've gathered a lot more information on our own championship, what that means for us, that we're having a few months off and picking up the racing season again. Hopefully we'll get through the whole championship in the second half of the year now. So we're armed with a lot more knowledge. The Prime Minister's been great to listen to, how calm and sensible he's been about it, and we can now start to understand what that means to our daily lives and for us here at Kelly Racing. So primarily we need to make sure that all of our staff are safe, but at the same time, if anybody wants to come back into work and begin preparations for the second half of the season, we're starting to implement that next week. So it's going to be a highly modified workplace to what we're normally used to in a team environment. We're all quite crowded, lots of meetings, lots of gathering around and talking. So to operate a business like ours with full separation is a good challenge. I'm quite excited. So I'm here this week getting the place set up, putting all of our hand sanitizer stations around the place, working out job lists for each individual person that wants to come back into work next week, so that they're basically isolated from each other. And we'll get through the next few months, and hopefully we'll go through this period and really catch up on the 15 years of development that we've not been able to do on these Mustangs. It's a good little breather to get the cylinder head stuff sorted out, the inlet manifold tidied up, get the blocks lightened and catch up. So it's pretty exciting. Also a little bit strange, the thought that we're having 2 championships in 1 year with the iRacing series. So there's a lot of drivers that live on their simulators away from the actual race meetings, and then there's a small group of drivers, which I was one of, and Ricky's also one of, that have barely sat in a simulator. So I'm quite excited to watch that. That'll, I think, be quite hilarious to see the spread in competition on the iRacing side. And we've built Mustangs now, and it looks like we're about to start building simulators. So doing lots of homework on that, and it's an exciting time for everyone. But all in all, it's good to see how people have managed this and how sensible they've been. Obviously, everybody's health and family life is priority. It really makes you realise what's important in life. It's not actually car racing. It's all of those special things that we all experience every day. And even the thought, not that we're deprived of anything at this point, but the thought of being deprived of daily things like your toilet papers and your food, it really resets, I think, everyone's thinking and makes you appreciate what we've got. So as bad as it is, now is really a good time to reset all of those things and appreciate what we do have and band together and support each other. It's great to be in a position like myself, being responsible for so many staff and just being able to give those guys and girls the comfort to come into work sensibly if they wish to, or if they have immune system issues or live with older people or have children or are just worried about being around more people than they need to. I'm more than happy for those crew to stay home and try and work around how we can deal with that. And just being compassionate and doing those things is something that we quite often forget in our day-to-day lives. So the one thing that has completely blown me away is the reaction from our sponsor group. Being a car racing team, fairly dependent on the support of all of our partners, that's a crucial thing for us in a period like this. So we've got on the front foot, and our commercial team has, and communicated every update that we've had with our partner group, and the response has just been amazing. The comfort that we've got as an industry and a team with such amazing partners through a period like this has been fantastic. So if all goes to plan, hopefully everybody involved will actually get to be involved in 2 complete championships this year, with the iRacing and hopefully the main one. And the thing is not to panic. We don't know what the next few weeks look like, and it might all end up being completely fine, and it might be quite challenging. But either way, having that kind of attitude with each other, and especially with the businesses around us in our sponsor group, is critical to making sure that we all get through this the best way possible. So really appreciate that, guys. Thanks.